Hello 7th standard, welcome to history class by Mamta Shetty. Today we are going to learn chapter 2, Indian rule before the time of Shivaji Maharaj. So we are going to see that various rulers were having powers in different parts of India. So in this chapter number 2, India before the time of Shivaji Maharaj, you will find that there are 18 sessions. You can see 18 points are there we are going to cover up today. So before we start, let us start with introduction. So chapter 2, India before the times of Shivaji Maharaj. So who were there? Now you can see this India map. India map was something different. See, Gujar, Pratihar, Pal, Chauhan, Chola, Gadwal, Parmar, Hosal, Rashtrakuta, Silla. So these various ruling powers, they existed in India during the period. So now we are going to start first with the east, that is Bengal. Who was that? Pal, 8th century in Bengal, was very famous dynasty. Right, after that we come for Gujar Pratihar. So in the central India, so who was that? They were the second Gujar Pratihar. Power spread where Andhra, Kalinga dynasty, you will find that everywhere they were spread. Vidarbha, West, Kathiawar. Now we go for the Rajputs. Rajputs were two, that is Gadwal were there and Parmar were there. And who was the famous one? Prithviraj Chauhan. He was the famous one in that Chauhan's dynasty. Very brave king. Yes. And in the first war of Tarai, what happened? Prithviraj Chauhan defeated Muhammad Ghori. But afterward, Muhammad Ghori defeated Prithviraj Chauhan in the second war at Tarai. So in this way, Muhammad Ghori became the ruler in that side. Now we go for the south side, that is in Chola dynasty. Who were these? Were the two, Rajendra I and Raja Raj I. They were the two who were belonging to the Chola. What did they do? They ruled up to Sri Lanka, even the Maldives. We say the Maldives island, right? Then we go for the Karnataka. See, we have come from east, then in the middle. Now we are going for a Karnataka. Who are Vishnuvardhan? Vishnuvardhan was he was from which dynasty? Hoysal dynasty, right? And then we go for the Govind III, who was ruling which dynasty? It is Rashtrakud dynasty. From Kannauj to Rameshwar. You can see this all place was under the rule of that person. Then Krishna III in Allahabad. See, map is there, you have to see. And now we come for the Shilhar's dynasty. They were ruling, the Shilhar's dynasty were ruling our Maharashtra. So Thana, Raigad in North Konkan, and the second in the South Konkan, one dynasty. Now we will find this dynasty and then this. While the third dynasty ruled over some parts of Kolhapur, Satara, Sangli, Belgaum, but they all belong to Shilhar's dynasty. After that, what happened? Before Shivaji Maharaj period, Yadavas were the last dynasty who were very prosperous. That is Bilam V of the Yadav dynasty. He was Devgiri near Aurangabad. Here you can see here, he extended his rule up to the beyond the river Krishna. And this period was known as a golden period for Marathi language and literature also. In this time only Mahanubhav Pant and the Warkari movement also started. So you can see these all saints. Now we go for the next session, that is invasion from the northwest. Now you can see this. Yadava was there, Rashtrakuta, they all ruled in Maharashtra, local dynasty. These were the local people. But what happened? In the meantime, the northwest was ruled by the Arabs. You will find it, invasion from the northwest side. Right, and they came to our country, that is India. When see Arab in the Middle East, they were very famous and they were ruling in Middle East very nice. And then they thought that, chalo, let us go to this place, India, and we will expand. They wanted to expand there. So the Arab general who was there, he was Muhammad bin Qasim. He attacked the Sindh province, right? And the King Dahir, he could not withstand them, and he conquered the Sindh. Who? This person. And Arab came into the political, they came to know what political was going on inside the India. And then after them, Arab, Turk, Afghan, Mughal, even they came ruling, see, Central Asia. And they established their power. In the 11th century, Turks, they also came for invading the India. Once everyone came to know that India had a lot of money, gold, wealth. Sultan Muhammad of Ghazni, he invaded India many times. Why did he invaded India many times? Because he plundered the rich temples, Mathura, Vrindavan, Kannauj, Somnath. He took this wealth and he went back to Turks. Yes, for the wealth only they used to come and invade India. Now we go for the Sultanate in North. Sultanate. So now we'll start with the Naya. Level 75 CE to level 78, you will find that who was ruling. Sultan Muhammad Khuri, he appointed Qutb bin Aybak to look after this place. After his death, what happened? Aybak only started ruling the territories independently. Muhammad Khuri died after that, Aybak only. Actually, Aybak was for slaves and then afterward he became the ruler of Delhi. He died in 1210. And who was the last Sultan? That is Ibrahim Lodi was the last Sultan. You will find that, Daulat Khan Lodi, governor of Punjab, he invited Babur, the ruler of Kabul, to fight against this because Ibrahim Lodi was getting more famous. So Daulat Khan, he called up Babur and Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi. And thus Sultanate came to an end and then Babur became, right? Now you have to know, do you know? After Qutb bin Aybak, Iltmushi, Razia, Bulban, Alauddin Khalji, Muhammad bin Taqi, Firuz, this means every man, all these were the Sultans. Sultanate we say now. Yes, this all ruled one by one. After one by one, they had a fight with each other, then another. Same when the ruler started. Yes. Now we will go for the, wait, let me pause it up here. Yes. Now we will find that the kingdom of Vijayanagar. You will find that during the rule of Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq of Delhi, there were many revolt in the south side. Yes, for the central power in Delhi. And after seeing this revolt, it starts from where? Vijayanagar and Bahmani kingdom. From this revolt only these two kingdoms came. Which one it is? One is Vijayanagar and another one is Bahmani kingdom. Yes, you will find that. Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Hariharan and Bukka, these were the two brothers from the South India. They were Sardar in the service. They were working for Delhi Sultanate. When they find that there is instability, yes, taking advantage of the instability in the south, what did they do? They found the kingdom of Vijayanagar in the south. Yes, and Hampi, that today's Karnataka in Hampi is that was known to be as a capital of Vijayanagar, and Hariharan was the first king of Vijayanagar. After he died, his brother Bukka became the king. Bukka brought the region of Rameshwar under his control. You can see full up to down. Krishnadevaraya, he ascended the throne of Vijayanagar in 1509 CE, right? And then after that he conquered Vijayawada, Rajmahendri, he annexed many of the kingdoms and he joined these all places to his kingdom. Right, and then he defeated. How did he defeated? Combined the force of armies of sultans. He united under leadership of. He defeated many armies. The sultans who were under the leadership of Bahmani's Muhammad Shah. Then Krishnaraya's reached the kingdom of Vijay. This extended from Cuttack to Goa, and you can see Raichur in the north to Indian Ocean. So all this was under his rule. He died in 1513. Krishnaraya, he was a very big scholar, he was a very great scholar. He wrote Amukta Malayada in Telugu, Compendium on Polity, yes. Collection means a lot of books, whatever he has written about the government, that books is in Telugu, it was Amukta Malaya. He built two temples, that is Hazar Ram temple and Vittal temple in Vijayanagar. During his time, there was lot of prosperous, but then when he died, that time the prosperous went down. So what happens at that time? This country, this place, which is now at present state in Talikot, we can say. It's present now in Karnataka, Talikot, right? It was divided and there was battle between Adil Shahi, Nizam Shahi, Qutub Shahi, Barid Shahi on one side and Vijayanagar on the other side. And then who won it? Exactly. Adil Shahi, Nizam Shahi, Qutub Shahi and Barid Shahi won. Vijayanagar was alone, right? And that's why Vijayanagars, after that, the rule of the king came to an end. Yeah? So today only this much up to here. You just go through this chapter, read it up. Have a nice day.